Welcome back to the channel ICT Traders. Today is Monday, a new week just started, and I want us to start the week by simply doing the top-down analysis on the dollar index to determine the weekly bias of the dollar, and hence we'll be able to know what the direction of foreign currencies will be. So this is something we do every week to be able to trade in the direction of the smart money. Now, if you're trading anything that has the dollar in it, you need to do this so you will know what is your directional bias and how to possibly trade over the week. So I'll be using the DXY on tradingview.com. DXY is simply the dollar index. And now, if you have any currency pair that has the dollar, let's say you have Euro USD, you have GBP USD, or you have the Aussie USD, any of the currency pairs that has the dollar or that is directly correlated to the dollar, this analysis will definitely help you. So how do we start the week? The first thing to do is to look at what we expect to happen and unfold over the week, but then we'll not leave our fundamentals out of the game. That is why I normally use Fastbull to check all my fundamental news, and then I want to stay ahead of the game. You can find a link to fastbull.com in the description of this video. So you can actually see that Fastbull has a plethora of different services like the economic calendar, which is right here, where you're going to have direct access to all the economic news and all the data. You can also have the app on iOS or on Play Store, so you can check all the economic news. This is going to help you to stay ahead of the game because you cannot trade without knowing what are the high impact news that will be coming out over the week. And then aside from that, Fastbull also has the AI signals. So these AI signals are actually generated by AI. So for those of you who are struggling with maybe the short-term bias of a particular currency, you can simply get a hint from these AI generated signals. All right. So right here, you can find it. So let's go back to our dollar weekly bias. So the first thing to do now after checking the fundamentals is to come back to the technicals. So I will be going to the weekly time frame because I don't want to go to the monthly. I don't need that data. So let's start with the weekly time frame, and then we'll go lower to the lower time frame and be able to take trades in other currencies. So right here is what we have. This data is what we're going to deal with. So let's look at what is happening. All right. So we have price shifting structure after coming lower to sweep liquidity here. So I want to take you through every single one of these information so you will not lost. So we have this as a shifting market structure. Let me delineate it properly. Other people call it change of character. So price push up. Now we have this swing low and a swing high right here. All right. What did we see? Price pushing down into a discount area, hitting the 50% of this bullish order block, which is also known as the mean threshold of this very big bullish order block. All right. So everything we have gotten from the weekly now is telling us that price has been moving up. All right. Price is now bullish. But what other things can we deduct from there? We could actually see that price actually traded into this most recent fair value gap that you can see even from a distance. So price traded into this fair value gap, and it also traded into this bearish order block, which means we're going to have some difficulty around that area before we finally push to reach out for liquidity above here. So this is the area that we want to be careful. And if we drop down to the daily time frame, we're going to actually see what is happening in a smaller perspective. So now dropping down to the daily time frame, let's see what's happening on the daily. Okay, so it's interesting to see what is happening. Now I want you to look at what is happening on this. All right, I want you to look at what is happening here. So price on the daily time frame, let me delete everything, or let me just leave it. Price actually had this movement. Let me show you. We have price breaking structure here, getting the liquidity above here, sweeping the liquidity above here, and it traded into this mitigation block, this very big candle. I think price have touched it. Yes. So that mitigation area, what is that telling you? That a bit of difficulty is going to come in shortly with this. So it is important for you to look at these details at every point. Now, there is something very interesting that happened here. Let me simply delineate it first before I show you. Alright, so you would see what I'm saying on that aspect. So there is something very interesting that has happened. You need to be very, very sharp in your analysis. Price went above this guy, trading into this mitigation area, just touching this candle, this big down candle. I think price have touched it. Let me delineate it correctly. Yes, price have touched it. And that was why we saw that sudden price movement to the downward. Now, there is something here, below here. I feel price is yet to deal with the liquidity below here. And this is what will cause inducement. And I can also see an unmitigated bullish order block here, even though the fair value gap has been mitigated. The last time price pushed, I don't want to consider this place as a retracement. Definitely. All right. I don't want to consider this place as a retracement because price pushed from here to here. All right. We never saw price come back to this particular bullish order block. So it will call for inducement. Price will want to trade into this order block before pushing up. So which means today, Monday, and maybe tomorrow, we may eventually see price pushing lower to this place to sweep this liquidity before we finally go up. All right. So if we now move down to the 4-hour time frame, we're going to see the details, more details. All right. So that same area is also looking suspicious. Look at the price action around here. And on the 4-hour, that same place that we have price breaking above there, we have a breaker right here, which we can see price have not traded into. That calls for our attention. So from my perspective on this, I am really suspecting this area below here where this liquidity is. And even though you can see price have actually broken above this level, I am still having, this place in mind. So this is Monday. It is possible anything could happen, but we want to put this area in mind because it is possible price will push lower. Even from what is happening on the 1-hour time frame, you could see the rejection price could go and rejection keep coming, breaking structure to the lower side. The only place we could have some difficulty taking out is this place first, and then this particular place, and then we will reach out for this liquidity and finally touch this breaker. All right, so let's look at what is happening on Euro USD or GBP USD, any of them, because it is the London session I'm doing this analysis on. On the London session now, if we are predicting that the dollar is going to be bearish, what does that mean for foreign currencies that have the dollar as their appearing currency? So if you have the Euro USD, what that simply means is that if you have Euro USD, what that simply means is that the currency is going to be bullish. That means Euro is going to be bullish and dollar is going to be bearish. So overall, the chart is going to be going up on that aspect. So let's see what is happening. Honestly, from what I'm seeing, I cannot say that I'm seeing a very clear price action. All right. I cannot see that I'm seeing a very clear price action. Price trading into this fair value gap, pushing above to this area. This area, the price action looks really, really suspicious. But then you can see the pressure in the buy side. And if we drop down to the 1 hour, maybe we could see a proper price action. Okay. So this is where the whole thing is. Price taking out this area, shifting structure, breaking structure, coming to this place, failure swing, failure swing. Now you have a break of structure to this side. All right. Which ensures continuity of this particular trend. So the only place I feel this price will come to before further going up is this particular fair value gap. Touching this area, then continue the movement. And there is a balanced price range here. All right. So this area is very, very strong. So if you're taking any of your trade today, if you are taking trade with the London kill zone, you want to be careful also with this kind of price action. So let me simply check our London kill zone strategy and let's see if we are targeting liquidity at any point. So we have not swept liquidity either above Asian high or below Asian high on Euro USD. All right. So it's good. We are still going on. Let's check GBP USD. These are the pairs that move the most during the London session. So that is why I trade GBP USD or Euro USD. GBP and Euro are both in the Europe. All right. So you could see what is happening. Price may take liquidity here or here. So for now, I want to see price taking liquidity first in one direction before I finally, pull the trigger and know what price will be doing. But from all indication, I know that price is going to be bullish from what we are seeing. Break of structure, retracement, hitting this particular breaker at this point, and we are moving up. We'll eventually take out this level and we'll see how far price go in the bullish direction. So this is what my prediction for the week is. I expect bullishness starting from today until when we finally have that particular daily bullish order block mitigated on the DXY. Thank you guys for watching. I'll make more videos to update you on this. Make sure you subscribe and you turn the bell notification. Thank you. See you in the next video.